Hey, welcome back to another video. This one's more of a vlog rather than a tutorial, so I hope you enjoy it. And without further ado, let's get ourselves started. Hey, and what's up everybody, welcome back. I am Nathan Benham, and today we're going to talk about photo editing and why it is important and why should you edit your photographs. Now the reason why I'm sort of making this video is because I've literally spent the entire weekend going over a photo shoot which I did last week, and I mean, like, it took me both days, almost 1,000 photographs, and I'm just sort of going over the photographs, seeing which ones are good, seeing which ones are bad, and then just gradually going edit after edit after edit. And I just sort of started thinking, like, why is it so important to edit a photograph? Like, in this day and age where we use digital cameras, and is it really a necessity to always have to edit your photographs? In long and short, yeah, it is something that you have to do. A photograph can go from a good photograph, it can turn into a great photograph. A great photograph can go into a brilliant photograph. But the thing, is it always something you have to do? Again, no. If you go back in the history of photography itself, before we were able to edit photographs and we literally got ourselves down to the nitty gritty of that is the shot itself, that is the composition of the shot. It was just something that you had, like the photographer would shoot, they would develop the actual photograph, and that was the photograph that went to print, or it would go into the gallery, or the photograph that you got. In the day and age that we live in nowadays, where we use digital cameras, where we have all of the software available to us, it is now something that becomes part of the norm. Look, take an example of this photograph right here. It is a nice photograph of a bar that I work in, that I've done a few shoots in. It's a good photograph by itself, but with a few tweaks, with a little bit of enhancement, I've turned that photograph into an inviting bar environment, somewhere where my client wants you to go to. They want you to come and drink, they want you to enjoy yourself. Just by simple touches. That was something that I did, literally, it took me 10-15 minutes to make these adjustments. But straight away, it's made a good photograph into a really good photograph. I am biased, I'm okay with that, but that's exactly what it has done. But if you look at some of these other photographs that I have here as well, like these are ones of me and my family out in the park. I enjoyed them so much that I've done no editing whatsoever to any of these photographs. It was just a capture in the moment. My daughter playing on a swing with a happy smile on her face. My partner and my other daughter literally about to embracing the mother-daughter kiss, but I catch that little moment when it's just about to happen. And for me, these are good photographs in themselves. So I left them as they are. Now, for an experiment for this video, I went back and I took the photograph off my daughter on a swing and I edited it. I put it into Lightrooms, I played with it, I messed around with it, and I brought it forward. And at the end of the day, it has come out to be a good photograph. It looks good, the colors are good. The way that I've cropped it has made it come out better, but in my opinion, the original was good enough. The raw off the camera image was good enough. So there's arguments to both sides. Like, do I need to edit every photograph? No, potentially not. If you like how it looks to begin with, fine, throw it out there. Give it a purpose. Let people enjoy the actual raw image of it. And that could be something like an editorial shot, something that you're trying to get the real life that you don't want to edit. But if you feel that a photograph could do with a little bit of work, bring up the exposure, bring down the contrast, and yeah, give it a like. Because you can over edit a photograph. Don't get me wrong, you can sit there, you can play around. Sometimes you might need just to take a break on some photographs just to sort of go, whew, that's not actually that good. So it does mean you might need to go back into that. Go and make a coffee, go away, have a sandwich, go to the shops, maybe go to the pub and grab a beer, whatever. come back and have a look at your photographs afterwards. Try not to overthink it. Quoting a very good photographer that I do, finished is better than perfect. Okay, but then let's also go into one of the main reasons we get into this job in the first place: the art of photography. You spend an awful lot of time getting the right shot, getting the perfect shot. Sometimes you might be lucky and getting the sensational shot straight off the bat by picking up your camera and going snap. But then you can use the edit room or your editing software to make art, to make a wonderful piece of artwork using the different things in Photoshop, using the different things in Lightrooms, and making it beautiful. And if that's something that you are into, I've started to dabble a little bit as I'm getting more confident with my camera, as I'm getting more confident with the software that I use, and I'm getting a little bit more confident. If you look at some of my photographs in more recent times on my Instagram feed, you will see that I'm getting a little bit more artistic when I'm making my edits. Some of them I'm using separate different apps. I'm trying to use overlays, filters, and you know, I'm starting to make a lot of my own presets as well. So now I go, wow, this is brilliant. And I'm watching a lot of tutorials on this very channel, YouTube, of course. There are some fantastic photographers out there who use all of these softwares, either Photoshop or Lightrooms or whatever software that you are using yourself, and they are making incredible art by using filters and overlays, and it is brilliant. And that is what we want to bring out into the world, is the artistic side of it. So there's a spectrum from 0 all the way up to 10 if you want to use that as a way to go for us. So 0, your raw image, something that you've just captured that captures real life, a moment in time which tells a story straight away. Going all the way across that you add to number 5, where you sort of you edit for the sake of making a photograph better. It's slightly too dark, it is slightly a little bit too light, so you just make those tiny adjustments to make your raw photograph palatable, I guess. And then you've got up to 10, which is where you actually take your photograph and you've thought about how you're taking that photograph and what you want to do with it by the end of your edit, and you're making art. You're making a sunset look more yellow or more red. You're making a street view more jumpy, more packed, more mysterious by adding fog or blur or 1,001 different ways. So to conclude this entire thing, is it important to edit a photograph? Yes, it is important to make to edit your photograph. You want your photograph to look good. You want people to look at your photography work and go, yeah, this is fantastic. This is brilliant. Like, I want to meet this person. I want to see if they can do something for me. And then also you want to sort of look to edit your photograph if you want to get into the art of photography. But sometimes, and only sometimes, it's okay to look at a raw image and go, yeah, that's okay. I like that. Could you improve it? Quite probably. Should you improve it? Maybe not. Maybe not. If it's a moment in time, I live in the city of London. There are a lot of protests. There are a lot of things going on in the city that sometimes it just needs the shot. That's all it needs. I probably wouldn't edit those photographs because I want the real life of that shot to come through. If I'm taking a photograph of the same type of environment, but I want to make it more impact, a little bit more punchy, then maybe I would put a little bit of edit in. So it is important to edit your photographs for a photographer, for a client, to make their photographs better. If you're an artist, it is massively important to edit your photographs to the way that you want your art to look. And if you are a photographer, you don't always have to edit them. Okay, so that's the long and the short thing, and that's all that I want to sort of bring on to you as, you know, at the moment, as it speaks at the moment. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you've taken something from this video. But of course, as always, if you fancy knowing more about me and my channel and what we actually do here at Benham Media, go down there, hit the subscribe button, and if you want to be up to date on any videos that we make, ring that bell as well. And also, I'm going to say it to every single singer, songwriter, or band. If you fancy having your music as a overlay playing over my videos, please comment below, get in touch, and we will organise us getting together. And also, if your music is used in my videos, I will put any links to social media or your Spotify in a description below as well, so we'll give you a shout out. Okay guys, but thank you for now. I've been Nathan, this has been Benham Media. We love you, everyone loves you. Please be happy in your life, and I will see you very, very shortly. Mwah, mwah, mwah. What?
Overshot overlay playing in the background.